Hi, my name is Odile Delani, and I am the person behind the Workforce Warrior blog. I thought I'd start a series of videos to talk about, topics that I've discussed in the past, but also some new topics. I have over 20 years in the field of education. I've learned a lot. I've, gone through different um, positions in my life and have, quite a bit of experience. Now, today's topic is actually one that I haven't written about before, but I was trying to explain that to someone the other day, and I thought, hey, it sounds like a great topic to put on the video, on my first video. So it's certificates versus certifications. So I found this definition online. I like it because it's short, right to the point, and pretty much, it seems simple enough. It says, simply put, a certificate is evidence of education, while certification is evidence of passing an exam or meeting industry standards. So let's talk about the two of them. School A offers a medical secretary class that is 50 hours. School B has a medical secretary class that is 100 hours. You finish your class with School A, you get a certificate of training showing that you have, a training as medical secretary for 50 hours. Yeah, 50 hours, I said, of training from this school. And you could put right on there, in the education, we cover these topics, and you can put the topics. Now, the employer has two candidates, and they're from School A and School B, and they're both listing the same topics. The employer doesn't know exactly what the content is between the two schools because there is not a set of standards that are being followed. Each school put in whatever they thought was needed based on whichever way they work on to create that certificate. So, for example, one school could have had a advisory board, which is usually comprised of different companies that are hiring within that same career, and they give the feedback to the company, to the school, and say, hey, we want this, this, and this because this person is going to be. So that information is collected, and a program is put together. Another school may be basing it, for example, in a certification. If there is a certification available, they may build their program around the certification so the person when completes can go for the certification. There are many different things that can be done. One thing I like to do too is, an additional thing is what else could be something that this person would use for this program? What else can I add to enhance it? An example for a medical secretary is the basic life support, the CPR certification. The reason why? Because I saw that as one of the things that they expected people to have within the first 3 months of hire. Now, if the company is not paying for that or including the training, the student doesn't have to worry about it. Especially when you have, funds to have, in your, like scholarships and things like that are available for the student. Enhance that program as much as you can. Just telling you right now. Leverage those funds, rate different, types of funding that you have. And those are some of the topics that you have seen in past posts of mine, and I will explain more in the future. But back to the certificate and the certification. When the employer sees that, they do not know what the content is each of the schools cover. Both of them could have been 50 hours. They could have been the exact same number of hours. And they could have listed the same topics, but one of them may have had more hours on this topic and less hours on this topic. So the employer, like I said, doesn't know because there's no standards. When you have a certification, it kind of gives you that extra step because the employer knows exactly what you learned because you wouldn't have been able to pass that certification without knowing the different topics that are covered within it. Or if it is the standards industry, you wouldn't have been able to pass that exam without knowing those standards. And they know because that information is posted right on that company's website, or if it is a state certification, it's put on the, it's listed as the requirements for you to be able to know to do the training. So if there is a certification available for that training that you are creating, that you already have, see what you can do about enhancing your certificate so it prepares the student for that certification. do research on the certifications. Sometimes there are too many. And you have to find the ones that the employers in your area are interested in, the one that is known, the one that will be more effective for the student. And that's it. Any questions? Send me a message. Thank you.